All right, welcome back to Cash and Tickets, boys and girls. We do apologize for not being able to get with you on Saturday morning. We had plans to make a quick video Saturday morning, but because of some of things I went through this weekend, Paul, that we maybe don't have to bring up here. But kind of a rough weekend. We're back through it. It seems like forever since we've been in front of the mic, and so we are ready to go. We'll maybe talk a little bit about week one, what was and what happened, and we'll move on to week two now that we are rolling in college football with NFL on tap for tomorrow night and Sunday. So let's get it rolling. We'll start talking about week one and what it was and what happened to us. So, Paul, anything you want to recap for week one?
No, it's kind of ho hum. San Diego State pretty much shut the weekend down for me. Uh,
And that was right in a no fun hole. Thanks, San Diego
I
State. We
mean,
appreciate it.
yeah, we pretty much
Talk about
told,
a myth.
yeah, we told everybody don't bet the same team across the board, and yet there we go. No, I hit West Virginia plus 7.5. Purdue straight up, I missed, but they should have won the game. They had to lead late in coaching. They had to leave with like 4 minutes to go, and they threw it like 4 or 5 times in a row.
It was not great.
There was poor coaching. They should have
Yeah.
won that game. Had Duke minus 9.5. They won. Old Dominion plus 6. They won. Went over for my parlays. Of course, San Diego State just literally.
They really ripped a hole right in
Uh,
you and me and everybody else.
yeah, long walk off a short pier. And one of my teaser I kept talking about. Of course, it was San Diego State.
Yep.
But we're gonna shoot another shot at that. I like where
Love the
that's going.
NFL there. I love the
Yeah,
NFL.
yeah.
So we gotta roll something in there this weekend.
Fun bet. I had St. Louis minus 1.5 the other night. Only the fourth time this year the Phillies have pitched a shutout. Of course, I
Well,
was on the other side of it.
I noticed you tweeted out. I don't know if you'd been in the sauce a little bit, but it's kind of hard to figure out that tweet you were sending out. I don't know
Nah.
where you were putting the Cardinals on what board and where. I'm
Nah.
guessing they're easing their way onto the no bet board.
Oh man,
Is that what
you
the
ain't gonna let the
Cardinals?
Phillies shut you out. We got to get the board. We'll get it figured out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Y'all know what we're talking about. San Diego State. I'm not ready to put the Cardinals on there yet, but San Diego State goes almost to the top of the list. Had the Knowles straight up. They came home.
Yes, they did.
They made it hard, but
Made it interesting there at the end.
we got it. And then the Clemson team total over 37.5. Got there. I didn't like it, but I faded myself. And sometimes you just need to fade yourself.
Absolutely.
And that's pretty much a wrap for me. Like I said, as far as money wise, it was kind of ho hum. I got lost a little, but I didn't. I got a lot back on the Knowles straight up bet. If Purdue goes ahead and wins that game, then I'm sitting pretty good. If San Diego State just gets out of bed that morning, we're really good shape.
They were in great shape. Yeah, I had that. We were both right on the West Virginia Pitt. I had Pitt to win. I had a little money line deal we were doing, and Purdue did fine, covered the spread, I believe. I think I was right there. But had Illinois straight up. Hey, I I put Illinois on the board, but I need to rethink that because man, the Stripes were in mid-season form in that game. How many times does one have to catch the ball for it to be a catch? The kid literally caught it twice. If he catches it a third time, is it a catch? I don't know. It a little screw job there with Illinois. I thought we really had that game, but hey, you gotta go out there and make it happen though. You can't. You got to find your way into the end zone after that. But that was a tough beat. San Diego State, I'm with you again. They really hurt me right there. And of course, I loved Utah, as I've mentioned many a times. But Florida, hey, Anthony Richardson, I guess I owe him an apology. Kid went out there and did his thing. I think he had over 100 rushing yards in that game. I don't think he threw over 200. It was maybe in the hundreds, but hey, he looked good. Maybe Billy Napier. I mean, that was quick. Turned that kid around.
Well,
Had NC State to win, and boy, did I have to sweat that out against the Pirates.
I like
Goodness gracious, that was a tough one. Arkansas did their thing like I thought. They went out there and they covered against Cincinnati. But Cincinnati proved to me that hey, even though you lose a lot, hey, good coaching. I mean, Luke Fickell, great
Well,
coach there in
he's
Cincinnati.
got that thing going too.
Absolutely.
It's not quite where the big tier teams are, but they've got good depth. So it's just like next man up. Let's get it.
And then the other one I'd mentioned, I liked Houston because I liked them to win their conference, and they did not make it easy to get over UTSA. They did not cover the spread, which I had them at -4. And like I mentioned, UTSA, I was going against my heart there. I love the Roadrunners, and boy, did they put up a fight. Frank Harris still looks fantastic leading those Roadrunners. And hey, look, go to overtime with Houston. That's a great showing, I think, by Houston to get the win. When you go into overtime, think you're gonna that probably they didn't think they were gonna have such much trouble with UTSA as they did, and UTSA showing me a lot that hey, they got their guy, they're still ready to go. I like them a lot moving forward. So, anything you want to talk about in the South Dakota State Iowa football game? Is there?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I
Got a good nap?
saw the back of my eyelids for a little taste.
Hey, don't ever count Iowa out when you need a good nap. I mean, just put them on and
the whole
and here
Big
we
Ten,
go.
man.
Goodness gracious alive! That was brutal. if
Jack
you
Rabbits
watched that
gave them all they
game.
wanted.
I mean, they did the whole wave to the crowd. I mean, if you're an Iowa fan, how do you sit through that every year?
It's not good.
I can't imagine.
I think we talked about Iowa too, didn't we? Faded Iowa.
I mean, yeah, I talked about a lot of sleep, I think. with Iowa.
They're not going to be very good this year.
But you got a bet to pay up on, though. I wasn't going to get very far before we brought that up.
Is that game over?
The Chanticleers bring it home against the Army Black Knights. Get the win. They cover the spread. 38-28, Coastal Carolina at home. Still ready. The Teal is still fighting, baby.
Are you really going to take my 15-pack of Natty
Absolutely. I'm going to drink. I'm not even going to let you have one.
off the fighting men and women of the Army Cadets?
Absolutely. I mean, hey, you signed up to play football. You made the bet. I mean, that's on you, my man. Hey.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm 0-3 or 4. I don't know.
I think the other one I'd mentioned, Louisville, Syracuse. I don't know how much I went, but boy, I did not see Syracuse putting a beat down on the Louisville Cardinal. Malik Cunningham looked absolutely lost. Not sure where. I mean, and is that an overreaction? I don't know. And what? Nothing made me smile more than seeing Florida State take it over the LSU
Try to
Tigers.
tell you.
Didn't bet the game, but Paul had it. So congratulations if you listen.
And that thing is I mean, I had them at LSU at 4 wins this year, and I'm telling you, the meltdown is get your popcorn.
It's already started. I mean, they're
it's a shit
getting
show.
mad at media members for coming in a little late. I mean,
He said win
goodness
more.
Gracious.
When you ain't got clout over the media members,
Well, I mean, yeah.
what the fuck? You're supposed to be late.
Yeah.
What a debacle.
Man.
That guy's a joke.
Not good. Not good. I mean, he's won everywhere he's ever been.
It's a different. I told him get his blood pressure medicine ready.
And I think I talked about. I don't think I made an official play. I think I made another play. You helped me out on Saturday. I liked Georgia State plus 12.5.
Yeah.
I know they did not cover, but you want to know why they didn't cover? I mean, the final score was South Carolina 35, Georgia State 14. 14 of South Carolina points were on blocked punts that literally they ran in for touchdowns.
Yeah.
That game should have been 21-14, Georgia State easy cover.
Yeah, you were.
Spencer Rattler threw 2 picks.
Yeah, you were asking earlier about maybe teams that we were gonna overreact, and that is not an overreaction.
South Carolina, I don't think they're very good. I mean, that game should not have. I mean, Georgia State made special teams gas. That they'll kill you. Don't get me wrong, they'll hurt, but boy, they played really well.
Who do they play this week? UNC. Off the top of your head, I'm asking.
UNC. What talking about? I talk about South Carolina.
Oh, South Carolina. Yeah, who they play? Sorry.
Arkansas.
Oh shit, that is not Georgia State.
No, it's not. Speaking of Georgia, it's funny you mentioned North Carolina because North Carolina actually goes to Georgia State to play.
Yeah.
So, Hey, dynamite drop in there, Paul. So
Well, yeah. If I'd look at my own notes, I'd be all right
you'd be okay.
because I got it right there in front
So
of me.
look, what was it a perfect weekend? Absolutely not. It wasn't great as week 0. We didn't have as many tickets to cash, but we did have some that we gave you picks we liked. San Diego State, boy, you just
It's bad.
not get opening your brand new stadium,
Went out there and
your
didn't do
own
it.
stadium, and man, the Pac-12 just is looks bleak for the Pac-12 getting into the playoff this year because
I
with
mean, how
Utah
good-
losing that just oh my
And
god.
how good is Arizona though? I mean, do we
Is
know?
that what you're going with? How good is Arizona?
I will find out, man. They look good. I mean, I'm not. I don't know. We're gonna find out when they play
will.
State.
And they were on the road. Hey, that's
Nah,
a good road
shoot.
win. That's a good road win for Arizona Wildcats to open the season. Now they get State coming in.
That's gonna be
So,
good.
ought to be good. All right, so that's a little recap. So we will now move on to the next week, and I know we're going to sprinkle in a little bit of NFL in there. It probably won't be as much as the college football. Literally, there's not as many games, but and we haven't seen anybody play in the NFL yet. Got a doozy tomorrow night, but
That's
so
gonna be fun.
let's get started. We'll just move along if you want to, Thursday through Friday through
Where-
Saturday, and
where you
we'll
wanna
get
start?
going. I really want to hear your take on this. Again, this is overreaction and under. I mean, there's going to be teams that you're going to say, "Oh, we're just overreacting." There's going to be other teams that say, "Look, they looked bad." So, first game up Friday, Louisville at UCF. Our boy John Rice Plumlee transfers from Ole Miss over to Central Florida and throws for 303 in the air. Obviously he threw it, but he ran for 100, almost 100 yards, 90
Like a
something yards.
halfback pass or something.
I actually saw him throw one over 20 yards. So,
I-
hey, look, good to see the kid playing well, but I loved that running back they had there, Bowser, already.
You know what I
add
like about
Plumlee in
him?
the mix. What's that?
I like that. He plays the piano.
Well, I've heard that. They did mention.
If you drive that kid by a retirement home,
Oh, yeah.
it's like an Elvis concert.
Absolutely.
crazy.
Give him
Insane.
Oh goodness! And look, if you see me, you probably caught my shirt there. This is not a Virginia Cavaliers shirt, by the way. This is a Callaway shirt. That's the Callaway chevron, but I know the colors get mixed up. I had my 49er shirt in the truck.
We're just
Totally
glad
forgot
you're
to
wearing
put
a
it on.
shirt. We're not.
I just totally forgot to put it on.
we-
Forgot to put my hat on too. This 5 head of mine is just getting it out of hand. So anyway, any thoughts on the Louisville UCF game? I don't think Malik Cunningham as bad as he looked,
I got a little something.
but yeah, go ahead.
No.
Louisville at UCF Friday night.
Yeah, the line's moved from 3.5 to 6.5. It's a short week for Louisville after a terrible performance. I think UCF rolls here. I do. I've got them on my ticket. I'm gonna single bet them 1 unit. I don't think I like Malik Cunningham, but that's a quick turnaround off a crappy performance. I don't know how they do it.
You got to go through the meetings and you got to go watch all the film and you got to turn around and get ready to play Friday night on the road. I'm with you. I love UCF here. I saw the line 5.5, but yeah, if that was earlier, I'm sure it's moved. Even if it's 6.5, I'd take the whole touchdown. I'd give up the 7. Again, we in jest with JRP looked really that offense fits him to a T.
Yeah.
I mean, Gus Malzahn, that's the best place for that kid to go.
Hey, Malzahn can coach, man.
I mean, he played well. He got his quarterback. I mean, so I don't know that he's got the arm that remember Nick Marshall took him to the national championship when they played Florida State? But Nick Marshall had an arm. He had a cannon on him.
Well,
But I don't know that Plumlee can throw it as hard and as far. But, hey, he fits well. He looked good in the first game. And the other running back, Bowser there, can really run. I think Plumlee and Bowser are going to run often. I think Syracuse averaged maybe almost 6 yards a carry against Louisville.
I think they get it done. I do.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't think Louisville is bad as they looked. I think Cunningham will bounce back. So there's a chance there to look at the over, 61.5. You're looking at a game at, say, 38-28.
Yeah, I think that.
You get the cover both ways, UCF and the over.
I like UCF this year.
So, yeah, I'm looking at that. First game on the docket for me, and I want to get your take here. Saturday, September 10th, 11 o'clock on the Fox Network.
Oh yeah.
We've got the Alabama Crimson Tide against the Texas Longhorns.
All right, I got something on that one too.
All right, well, let me hear it.
All right, so if you're looking at the numbers, we spoke about this last week. I'm just going to go with this, and I'm going to tell you why it matters to me.
Okay.
When I looked at this initially, I'm thinking I don't give a shit what the
What the line
If
is.
it's 28, I don't. They're going to beat them 52.
Lay 'em.
52-7. 52-7. Call it.
Okay.
But here's what scares me.
Okay.
Alabama is getting 90% of the bets total taken on the spread side.
Sure.
95% of the money is coming in on Bama.
Mm-hmm.
The line has moved up 5.5 points
Okay.
from what I saw.
So it started at 14.5?
This is a high, 14.5 to 20 is what I got. This is one of those deals where Vegas and these bookies will make a ton of money if Texas somehow sneaks in the
Sneaks a
back.
cover, yeah, back door.
That's what kind of, if you're going to get it, go get it now before it keeps going up any further, because they're probably going to just keep taking it up and
It'll
hoping
be
these
22, 23 come Saturday
Yeah,
morning.
go get it now. Go get it in the morning. I think it'll beat them 52-7, but I don't trust the system. I'm one of those guys. I really don't. And I'm almost to the point I may not even bet this game, but I might go put $25 on the exactor score, 52-7. I don't know. It just sounds right to me.
I'll tell you where I'm going right now, and it's this bet. It would make you a killing if you'd done it the last 4 or 5 years. How long? Bama first half, because you'd probably get it at -10, maybe -11, somewhere in there,
Well,
depending on where the line moves.
Yeah.
Give me Bama first half,
I
because
don't
you're
hate
talking about the second ever start for redshirt freshman Quinn Ewers, who's actually, in age-wise, this is his freshman year in college. You know, he reclassified
yeah, it was
to get out of high school early to go to Ohio State.
He's a millionaire.
Yeah, and he goes there for a year, sits, now he's here. So this is actually his freshman year, his second start against Alabama. In the words of Randy Jackson, that's a no for me, dog. I mean,
Thanks, but no thanks.
yeah, no, we're not this time. So look, it may be one of those deals where this is a same game parlay. Take Bama first half, whatever it is, I don't
full
care,
game.
and then full game. I mean, they may put up some points. Don't get me wrong, late, but goodness, I'm with you. I might go 55-15.
Yeah, just
So,
don't
14.
just don't stick your whole foot in there.
No, I
because-
mean, just throw a little fun bet at them.
Yeah.
Whatever your unit is, maybe one or half a unit, whatever you like to bet. I mean, it's up to you. I love Bama here. I mean, at -20, I'd go get it right now if we had somewhere close.
if we
But
didn't live in a
as you
butthole of
mentioned,
America.
that's right. But I love Bama first half. Go look at that. Go see what you can get Bama first half. Love that. If you want to take some games here from here on out, or I'll bring up a game if you've got any thoughts on it.
No, I really just kind of go. I like to go over the numbers. I mean, I'm really
All right.
trying to get into that.
Yeah, let's see what you got.
And I really, I mean, I talked to a lot of people this week, and a lot of folks are interested in their team, and whatnot. So I'm going to kind of start with some of their. Anyways, Arkansas, South Carolina.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that. That's where I was headed next.
Okay,
Let's get after it.
Line's down a point. 71% of the bets on Arkansas, 78% of the money on Arkansas. Be careful here, because as much as I think South Carolina was bad and all that, the total number for the score of the game's coming down. And if there's not a lot of points being scored, it's harder to cover the number, that whole thing. It may be closer than you think. It's one of those deals where just be careful.
The over-under right now is at 53, unless it's moved since I
so
wrote it down.
you're looking at. I mean, I just don't know there. And South Carolina, and it's kind of like the overreact. You don't want to overreact to a shitty performance by the quarterback. And we all know Arkansas is going to be okay this year. They're pretty good. If their fans would just keep the national title talk down, good lord.
Hey, they love their hogs, baby. Oh, we
Yeah.
got the sign right above my head, right there. That our friendly.
You want me to get you a hat?
Loop. I don't want a hat. I'm just the sign was there.
You want a toboggan?
I need something to cover up this forehead, man. I mean, my goodness.
That's a working
How do you
man's
forget?
forehead.
How do you forget? That just means I work a lot. A lot
Yeah,
of
you
stress.
got that
a lot of-
redneck forehead.
That's right.
All right, so I already covered the Central Florida Louisville line.
Yeah.
Covered the Alabama Texas line.
Can I say something about Arkansas? Since you mentioned those numbers.
Yeah.
Just something there. Man, how about the shine coming off this kid? Spencer Rattler threw 2 picks against Georgia State. And again, if his special teams doesn't make plays, that game is super close against Georgia State. And then I mentioned it in our last podcast, KJ Jefferson, 3rd year in the system. He goes out there, he throws for 223, 3 tutties against Cincy, who showed me they're still there.
They're pretty good.
And he still ran for another 62 yards. So I get everything you said, the money, where it's at, the percentage of it. If you can get that under 9, I'm tempted to lay it under 9. And maybe South Carolina money comes in the next couple of days just for everything you've said.
Yeah,
But,
31-21 doesn't sound bad to me.
yeah, that's kind of where I am on that game. I like it. And it hits the under there. It's 53 points, so that's 52. So I don't hate that, and I just think Arkansas is the much better team.
It's hard to. I mean, from what the paper and the film says, it's hard to argue.
Yeah, it's hard to argue. All right, I'll let you continue. I'm sorry, I just wanted to break in there.
Yeah, no. Let's see. The next game, I mean, I know we got a lot of Tennessee fans out there, and that's great. Tennessee, Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh beat West Virginia last week. 78% of the bets are on Tennessee. 7% of the money's on Tennessee. The line moved from 3.5 to 6.5.
Yeah, it did.
I don't hate Tennessee here. I think
So you still like Tennessee, even with the money moving their way.
it's right. I think it's right.
So you thought that West Virginia was just able to move the ball too good against Pitt there.
Yeah.
You know, that front line of Pitt was really, really good, but the quarterback there for West Virginia made a lot of good plays.
Yeah, I don't have Tennessee as one of my plays, but if I can get Tennessee teased down to just to win the game, I really like that.
I don't hate the over, even though it's 66.5. I like the over. I think Pitt's going to be able to score. I see this as a Tennessee win, but talking about 38, 34, 33. I don't know if they cover, but somewhere in there.
Yeah,
Somebody's got to probably hit 40, though, to get that over, but I think it's going to be a shootout.
Yeah, I like Tennessee though. I do. I don't know what it is, and it pains me to say.
Hey, do you know how hard it is to play against that tempo, though? I don't know if Pitt would they play anybody in the ACC with that type of tempo.
That's gonna be tough. I don't know. I'm slowly talking myself into betting Tennessee.
Yeah, you are on the road in Pitt.
Well,
All right, moving along. Go ahead.
yeah, Oklahoma State, Arizona State. 63% of the bets on Oklahoma State. 70% of the money is on Arizona State.
Okay.
The line-
So here's one we got one a little bit different.
The line has not moved. Okay, so if you look at it like that, that means Vegas is okay with all that Arizona State money. They're not.
So Vegas is not overreacting to the close game that Oklahoma State played with Central Michigan. That's what you're telling me?
That's exactly
Because
what's
didn't it
happening.
end up being like a 14-point game?
Yeah. No, Central Michigan, is that where the old Jim McElwain went?
Maybe.
I think he coached at Florida. He's not a bad coach. But so what it says and what is that they're not worried about it. So if it's minus 11 or less, and it may come down with that amount of money on there.
I think that's a 6:30 kickoff on Saturday.
I would be okay with Oklahoma State here.
At double digits?
Yeah.
Because we're there at what, 11.5? What
Yep.
do you got it at?
I got it at 11.
Okay.
If it comes down to 10, and maybe one of them deals you just kind of wait on it. If you have the luxury to bet online and whatnot.
Who did Arizona State play? I know they've got a win under their belt. Do we know who they?
I don't
I
know.
think I can pull that up real
Yeah,
quick. Let me take a look. See.
I'm on the iPad and I don't have the luxury to
They played NAU. Any idea?
Northern Arizona
In Northern Arizona. I'm guessing that's
or North Alabama.
no,
Probably.
no.
Sure, it's Northern Arizona.
Northern Arizona Lumberjacks. That's got to be a. Oh, and they're in the Big Sky. Is that FBS?
Yes. Like I said, I like Oklahoma State here. I'm not worried about that. And the reason I say that is because of what the numbers tell you. They're not worried. If they're not worried, don't be worried.
Well, hey, look, that's only backing me up. You know, I love Oklahoma State to
Yeah.
go win the Big 12 this year. I think
Yeah.
they have a fantastic team. I think that was week 1, whenever they played.
Yeah.
Central Michigan just apparently found something they could get there, but I
Yeah.
don't think Oklahoma State ever thought they were losing that game.
No, they're not.
I just think it got weird at the end with backups in the game.
Yeah. Well, McElwain, I think it's McElwain. He's a good coach. I mean, I don't know. At Florida, they just found a reason to get with him. Like the whole state of Florida just ruins football teams for some reason. I don't know. The next one I got is Boston College, Virginia Tech.
Oh boy, here we go. Hey, Boston College. Wait a minute now. We just saw Rutgers pull off the huge win
Man, I tried.
against Boston College, who I actually kind of like. I thought they were going to have a pretty good season, but boy, that opening weekend loss to Rutgers, that just kind of puts a damper on things.
And y'all know how I feel about Virginia Tech.
You fade them, right? You're
Yeah.
the team you don't
All
like.
right, so the reason I got these notes here is just kind of it's 82% of the bets are on BC, 92% of the money on BC, yet the Hokies are still favored by 3.
Whew.
This is a prime example of a trap.
Yes, sir.
If it's too good to be true,
Don't do it.
leave it alone.
So all the money's coming in on BC and Vegas says nope, we're not
Yeah, they're
touching
not
it. We're not
moving.
moving it.
We're
What do
not
they
mo-
like about they had at least 5 turnovers against ODU.
I got no clue.
It's the only reason they won that game.
Don't bet it. Don't bet it.
Don't jump into that trap. Don't think Boston just because Virginia Tech lost to ODU,
No.
they're going to be at home in Blacksburg. They're going to be ready to go. That's a no bet for me. I'm not touching that
Don't
game.
bet that game because there's something fishy there. And if you guys want us to look into over unders, we will. But most of these are just on the spread. I
got a little over under stuff, or like I mentioned, the Tennessee game and a couple others. But go ahead. I know you still got numbers you want to talk about.
Well, I'm almost done.
I'm in no hurry. Go ahead.
No.
I'm not rushing you, Paul. For goodness sakes, come on.
I'm getting famished.
You're getting-
All right, so Mississippi State, Arizona, 52% of the against the spread is for State. 70% of the money's on State. Arizona looked really good against San Diego State, and we don't know what that means. And it's in Arizona. I have this as a no play, and the reason I'm bringing this game up is because I know a lot of local folks around here that kind of want us to talk about it. Oh, shut up, be quiet.
Who did that?
That's the sound that wakes you up in the morning. Brought to you by Frankie J. So yeah, no, I don't know. Arizona looked really good to me on, and I didn't watch most of the State game. I ain't gonna lie.
But we watched there. I know everybody can overreact. You can go look at scores, and you can overreact easy off of 1 week. We watched damn near every play of that Arizona San Diego State game,
It wasn't a fluke.
and boy, I never saw that coming from the Wildcats.
Well,
And San Diego State had their chances. They got a couple of turnovers, and Arizona just said no,
not having
wasn't
it.
having it.
Yeah, I don't know. I got
But at 10.5, I mean, Mississippi State's minus 10.5, and the over/under. I like the over at 60.
I don't hate that. I don't hate that. I don't know. I don't know if Arizona can control the front seven of State.
The defensive front seven, yeah.
Yeah, because I mean Arizona was quick on the draw. They just got the ball out fast, and
They did.
San Diego
They did.
State couldn't do nothing with
They
it.
couldn't do nothing with it.
I
Not
don't-
enough speed. SEC, any SEC, even though it's they got speed on defense. They've
Yeah, I
got
don't-
plenty of speed.
I don't know. I just don't know there. It's not enough there for me to say I want to bet it. I wouldn't blame you if you bet either way. I would just kind of, I don't know. I mean, after this week, you'll know more about Arizona and you'll know more about State. We don't know. Memphis may have been really, really good, and State just beat that ass. We'll just have to find out.
I'm not on that board, but yeah, I mean that's a take to make.
I mean, you don't know. We'll find out, I guess.
That's true. We'll find out. I mean, obviously, we'll find out about everybody. So we'll move on. I just don't think Memphis is that good, but I think State is pretty good defensively. I think they'll be able to corral Arizona a little better, but I'm still with you. It's at 10.5. If it was single digits, it's 7 or 8. I think I'd jump all over State there. That's why Vegas is so good. But I don't hate the over 60 there because I think State maybe be a little vulnerable on the road, give up a few points, but I think they'll go out there and score plenty of points against the Wildcats.
Yeah, it may be fun to watch.
Absolutely. Hey, a little late game action there. Back. That's a 10 o'clock.
Oh,
pick.
is that where we go?
That's where we get all the money back, baby.
Love
Right
it.
there.
Right there in the State hole.
Right there in the State hole. That's just where we want to be, isn't it? All right, any picks you want to talk about? You've talked about the numbers. Where are you going?
I'll just read them out here. I'm going. Most of these are just one unit, and there's 100% chance I'm going to throw a $25 parlay and probably a $25 team.
You know, I'll have at least an 8 or 9 team little butter and popcorn play out there.
Just
just to
Chevys
watch.
and giggles.
That's right.
I got Central Florida minus 6.5 up to 10 points. Georgia Southern plus 23.5. This is just a play against Nebraska.
Georgia. Okay, you didn't mention that game. Okay.
Yeah, they're playing Nebraska. Nebraska, I don't think it'll beat me and Franklin in a football game by 23.5 points.
I think if me and you were defensive tackles, we might get to the quarterback once or twice in the first quarter.
And that'd be because our hamstring just popped.
Well, I don't know about second or third quarter, but first quarter we creating havoc.
If there's a Buffalo Wild Wing close to that stadium, we're not making it through the game.
Coach, we're out. First, we gave you a quarter. That's it. I'm done.
We showed you what to do.
Yeah.
All right, so Georgia Southern plus 23.5. Oklahoma State minus 11. Let's sign with the numbers here.
Go get them.
Duke Northwestern, I got under 58.5. Rivalry game. I like taking a nap for this one.
Look, we've
This
talked
is a
about this. Just
rivalry
because they're
game.
both smart schools doesn't make it a rivalry.
It's a rivalry game. They're going to be fired up to play each
Hey,
other.
that line's minus 10. What do you got there?
I got
You like Duke covering that, right?
No, under 58.5.
I looked at it today as 64.5.
I like that even better.
Well, that really gets right in you. If you like the under 58, you're going to love under 64.
Yeah, I have to look.
How about we do a little check on that one because, and I'm just looking. I didn't even look.
All right, let me go through my rest of them.
All right, go
I can
ahead.
pull up my numbers.
That's right. Go ahead.
All right, so then I got Penn State and the Ohio Bobcats over 54. Penn State struggled against the pass. Ohio is going to be able to move the ball. They got really good coaching. Also, like Ohio Bobcats plus 24.5. 72% of the bets are on Penn State. 98% of the money's on Penn State. The line hasn't moved. They don't give a shit.
They don't care.
So I'm there.
Hey, I love. Is Solich still at Ohio?
I don't know for sure. We can find out real quick.
Boy, well, way to go, Nebraska.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, way to get rid of a great.
Yeah.
Just goodness gracious.
So that's my college picks. I have one NFL play out I've had out since the beginning of the season. I think everybody kind of knows where that's at.
Ravens, Niners, Titans, right?
Yeah, no.
All right.
Yeah, the big one's the Titans minus 5.5. I mean,
Love that.
somebody explain to me what in the world is happening. Let's see what game we're looking for. And I'm back.
No, Duke Northwestern. You were right. I had it wrong. 58.5.
Yeah, I like the under there. They're they have the Skull and Bones crap or whatever it is up there. The big fancy schools do. They have the same stuff. They're rivals.
Yeah. All right.
They lacrosse each other and
Okay.
I think they even dabble in the cricket. Hell, I
And
don't know.
they probably, well, Duke loves lacrosse. And
Which
that
one?
whole,
And
we don't
polo,
wanna-
the little polo.
All right, so let me give you. You done? You want to move on? You still got stuff? You started rambling, so I'm just asking here. I don't know. I can talk. I cannot talk. I'll tell you what. I'm going to give you 5 minutes to talk about a few more numbers. I'm going to bounce just for a second. We all know what that's about, but just Paul, you take it over. I think you've got. Tell them all about your NFL weekend games. Maybe discuss your fantasy football team. I know how much you love that.
I literally talked for 5 minutes, and now he waits to bounce. And oh boy. All right. Well, we'll save the show. Shit. Let's see where am I at. Yeah, no, the teaser. I'm probably gonna throw the teaser I did last week that San Diego State screwed me on. Probably use the same teams I've kind of got lined out already. I might start tomorrow. Friday. Central Florida probably take it down to a half a point, and all they got to do is win. Take Georgia Southern up. You get them at 30.5. Nebraska's not going to even score 30.5. They can't beat nobody by 30.5. And probably Duke Northwestern, and then get them up to about 62.5, and then take the 3 NFL teams I was talking about. I feel good about that. So
Are you talking about teasers?
Yeah, that's all I got at this point.
Who we adding in with the 3 NFL teams?
I was gonna take Central Florida down to a half.
Oh, okay.
Well, it'd be plus a half.
Plus a half, yeah.
Duke Northwestern, get them down.
You getting Duke up?
Yeah. Wait, what'd I say?
I thought you liked Duke plus the points. You're not going to tease Duke up?
No, I got the under 58.5.
So you're going to tease the under up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not touching the spread in the Duke Northwestern game?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't have a play either way on that side because I don't think either one of those teams are better than the other.
Okay, I got you.
So, and then I think what was the last one I said? Oh, Georgia Southern plus 30.5. 29.5. I don't think Nebraska could score 30 points.
Against Georgia Southern?
Yeah, I don't think they can do it.
All right.
So yeah, that's where I'm at with that, and we'll post these out on the interweb so everybody can look at them.
So so we talked about early. Goodness, I think I've already mentioned Bama first half. Probably whatever it is. That's been a dynamite bet for a long time. And I'm probably going to see what the number is Saturday on Bama. And if it stays at 20, if it dips below 20, I'm definitely laying that. I still like Arkansas here. It's 2 weeks in a row. I like the Razorbacks. They're at home. I got South Carolina coming in. Like I mentioned, Rattler threw 2 picks against Georgia State. KJ Jefferson, much better quarterback at this time. And then here's one that I couldn't wait to talk about, Paul. Sure, everybody wants to. The Wake Forest Demon Deacons and the Vanderbilt Commodore. Hey, the 2-0 Vanderbilt Commodores. Wake up! They're 2-0.
Roll Tide.
They're 2.
Roll Tide.
Hey, look, Sam Hartman is back. So this line has jumped from 6 to -13. Wake Forest. Sam Hartman is back for the Demon Deacons. Will he be rusty? I don't know. Matt Wright has been electric for Vandy, but Vandy also gave up 31 points to Elon.
What time they play
Elon,
that game?
That's an early game.
Oh crap!
At Vandy, it's in Nashville.
Oh yeah.
Because that's a tough place to play in the morning.
That's what I like about your picks. You dial them up, buddy.
Look, hey,
well, you're gonna have to give me all the alcohol to watch that bullshit.
Hey, Sam Hartman coming back. If you get this game under 2 touchdowns, I love Wake Forest Demon Deacons rolling here. And don't get me wrong, I've talked about Vandy, and we're right both. I don't think they covered against Elon though. But they are 2-0. Congratulations. Matt Wright, the little quarterback for Vandy, looks fantastic.
What TV in the pool house are you putting that on? Because we need to have this conversation.
Well, at 11 o'clock, I guarantee you there'll be a TV open. We won't have that many bets going on at 11 o'clock.
I mean, can we not watch the
We'll
Memphis
put it on
wrestling?
one of the small. We'll put it on one of the small TVs.
Is Jerry Lawler not kicking
We'll
ass
put-
up there in
hey.
Memphis we can watch?
Whichever TV that we would normally have horse racing on, we'll put it on that TV. How about that? We won't watch the horse racing at 11 a.m. unless you want to watch Gulfstream post for 42 minutes.
Fair enough.
Is that what you want to do?
All right, I'll watch Vandy.
All right, thank you.
Anchor down.
Hey, here's an interesting one. I'm surprised you didn't mention it. Looks like we might have lost connection to both cameras.
Do we just keep talking?
Your internet went out, I believe. Says we got internet access, but our cameras are off. So I'm not sure where we are. I think we're still recording.
All right, just keep going.
Yeah, I think we'll just keep talking there. I think we've lost everything. But we still got the recording going. You can still hear our voice. Should be able to. So we'll keep working through it. If you don't see us on the screen, that's okay. So anyway, where was that? Missouri, Kansas State. A little surprised that you didn't have that game in your repertoire. The Tigers travel to K-State. Interesting fact, K-State only had 95 yards passing, but they ran for 297. Deuce Vaughn is fun and electric. K-State is 4-1 against the spread at home. Missouri is 3-16 against the spread on the road. This game is 7.5. I don't like the hook there, but I think I'm going to take K-State.
Hey,
We're back. We came back. Oh,
no.
my goodness.
Damn,
And I lost everything. I can't. My games are gone. I don't have my spreadsheet up. That's okay.
Almost fell in love.
I still like K-State there. Hey, if it falls down a half a point, that'd be fantastic. I don't think it's going to fall. Probably move up, but I like K-State there. Here's what North Carolina, Georgia State. All right. Look, North Carolina, App State, you gave us an absolute wonderful game. I mean, how much fun was that game to watch? I mean, all the points, everybody scoring. That offense for North Carolina, hey, way to go, Phil Longo, dialing it up. But boy, oh boy, that defense. I just don't know. So, look, I'm not going to take North Carolina laying 7.5 on the road, but at 64.5, I see this game going over. I like the North Carolina-Georgia State game over 64.5. Still trying to get my notes up, guys. Just kind of to bear with me here. We'll get going here in just a second. Got all my notes, everything highlighted. Internet goes out. I had it connected, so I'm trying to get it back up. So, oh, look, here we go. I got it. So, made a pick against my heart last week. I took Houston laying 4 against the UTSA Roadrunners. I mentioned it last week. Hey, it's not always a good idea to go against your heart. Sometimes it's not about feel or numbers or everything you're diving into. It's where you want to be. So, look, I'm taking the Roadrunners, laying 2.5 on the road at the Army Black Knights. I love Frank Harris. He looked fantastic. I think he'll make up for the defense. And look, they were playing a great team in Houston. Because I still think Houston, with their weak schedule, goes ahead and gets that conference. So, love the Roadrunners here. Army gave up 263 on the ground for 437 total yards they gave up on defense. So, give me the Roadrunners minus 2.5. I think Paul and I, we both mentioned Tennessee and Pitt. I like the 65.5. That's a lot of points, 65.5. That's a ton of points.
I'm just going to run around, huh?
But I don't hate it. Look, hey, Keaton
Tennessee.
Slovis, it took him a little bit to get involved in that game, but once he did, everything started clicking.
No.
And they're at home, but Hendon Hooker and that offense is going to come in. They're going to be fast. They're going to be throwing it all over the yard. So Pitt will have time to answer.
Yeah.
At 66.5, that's a lot of points, but hey, I like it.
I like Tennessee there. I do have another play I was
Yeah,
talking
go
about. NFL. I don't really like one way or the other Thursday night, the Bills and the Rams. I mean, but I do have a heart pick here. I think it's plus 180, and you can get Dawson Knox to catch a touchdown, anytime touchdown. I feel like they're going to try their best to get that guy in the end zone. He lost his brother, and it's and NFL loves the feel good stuff.
Absolutely. Well, we love Dawson Knox. Didn't catch a single touchdown pass in his college career.
Great coaching.
My goodness, it's just good. Yeah, it's just good
clean coaching. Here's kind of what I'm thinking. I want to do a little anytime touchdown for him and do a first touchdown scored. I think it's plus 1,300
for him to score the first one.
Yeah, if you put $10 on that and he scores the first touchdown, that's $130.
I think they'll be looking for him.
Yeah, I think they're going to try to get him a touchdown.
With his brother passing away in the offseason. Yeah,
so I'm probably going to do a $25 anytime touchdown. That gives me over even money, and then do a $10 first time touchdown score, and then that's plus 1,300, which is 13-1. It'll be $130. I think they'll be looking for him.
All right, so I'm going to mention this game because obviously I talked about during our ACC preview. I talked about the Virginia Cavaliers and how much I love their schedule, and some of that was dependent upon Illinois not being very good. But boy, I mean, I get it. They're 1-1. They beat Wyoming. They did lose to Indiana, but again, that game I think was stolen from them. Anyway, Virginia travels to Illinois. They travel to Champaign. But Virginia's getting 4.5. The QB was solid, kind of slid in the second half. They gave up 5.5 on the ground, but I did mention Virginia's defense was not going to be great, but I did like their offense. So I think this is going to be a back and forth game there. I'm leaning towards taking Virginia and getting the points at plus 4.5. You give me 5.5, 6. I'm definitely jumping on that, but I'm not sure that that's a complete put it out there play right now. But just kind of watch that line and see where Virginia is come Saturday morning. And another dog I like here, couple of dogs. I mean, that Houston Texas Tech game, I don't know where to go. Texas Tech beat the hell out of the team they played in week 1, but you didn't like them. You fade the Raiders is what you told us in the Big 12 preview. And I like Houston. So I lean over 63 there. Texas Tech lost their starting QB. But Houston didn't look great on defense. Again, they were playing a good team. But maybe leaning Houston plus 3 there. And then, they looked fantastic week 1, but I love Baylor going to BYU. Give me the points with the Baylor Bears and that defense at plus 3.5.
Huh.
Hey, both teams look great in the opener, but
I love the Storming Mormons.
I know you do, but man, that Baylor defense, Dave Aranda's got them playing at a high level. I think they can make that game close.
That's going to be a fun one right there.
And here's one that I'm probably totally overreacting on, and we nailed it. We both said we liked ODU versus Virginia Tech.
Yep.
But here's the thing. ODU put up 245 yards of offense.
Yeah, chunked it all around the field.
Literally, they didn't. They barely threw it, ran it. They got helped. They were helped by 5 turnovers, and Virginia Tech had 14 penalties. And East Carolina outplayed North Carolina State for much of that game. So, hey, give me the Pirates at minus 11.5. I'd take it up to minus 13. I think East Carolina Pirates are going to put a beat down on ODU this weekend.
Blasphemy.
Yeah, I think they do it. I like the Monarchs are fine, but that offense looked shaky.
No, I like ECU, that Holton Aller, whoever they got.
Yeah, Holston Aller.
Yeah. He's been there a while. That's got a good team. I just like both those teams. I couldn't bring myself to pull the trigger on it.
Yeah, so I think, and then I'll just give you my thoughts, and I hate to be on the same side as Paul because, look, I know we're partners in this thing, but
it went so well for us last week, though, Franklin.
Didn't it?
Jesus. And we know better. We know better. We
Look,
just don't do better.
Hey, I'm with you, though. Hey, look, with the Ravens, Lamar Jackson is an incredible regular season quarterback. But that line where it is...
Wait a minute.
regular season quarterback. He's like
Interesting.
Josh in fantasy football.
Yeah.
He just tears up the regular season. He's incredible.
He's a front runner.
Yeah, that's right.
Fair enough.
Look, I love the Ravens there just like you do, and Tennessee Titans in that New York Giants game. Hey, thank you. It's really, I mean, I'm sure we'll be wrong with, but it's springing the trap for us, and we're just opening the trap door. We're both going to fall in and break both legs. But I might break 2 legs and 2 arms of where I'm thinking about going on that game. But hey, right? Under 6? What do you, I mean, is it 6? Is it under 6 now? I mean, what?
It's 5.5. What it was.
I just don't understand it. I think Derrick Henry can outscore the Giants by himself.
It's right in the 3 like 30-0. 91% of the money bet on the spread in that game.
And it still ain't moved?
No, it's on the Giants.
What?
It's 50,
What are we missing? Are we missing? Are there sharp bettors out there that know more? I don't. Maybe there's just people that love New York. I mean, I get it. Maybe they're just helping us. Like, thank you.
I don't get it.
I don't either. Hey, I'm all over that. And
But
then,
we are in Mississippi
well, that's true.
with all the NFL teams.
And I'm gonna say this right out loud. I love my 49ers against the Bears.
I do too.
I get it. Trey Lance is making his 3rd start ever as a quarterback.
I might start him at quarterback.
I don't hate it because Chicago gave up the 5th most points in fantasy to quarterbacks last year, I believe.
Right.
It wasn't great.
Right in a week 1 win hole.
And I know George Kittle's got a little growing, but I mean, you got Debo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, Jawan Jennings. I mean, you still got all in the defense, Nick Bosa and them. Those guys are going to get after Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears. So, yeah, I love the same 3 games there on Sunday, and that scares the absolute hell out of me. But what can you do? I mean, when the line is where it is, when the line is what it is, Paul, what do you do?
Maybe we should go see what they're doing at the church.
Well, I'll take them with me to church. I'll put the tickets right in the pocket there or in the sock somewhere. You know, I'll have my 49er socks on. And,
put them in.
Yeah, we'll get us all in there.
Put them in the tying box.
That's right. So, look, I think that's where we are. We can't wait. And maybe, who knows if, look, we're about to kick off Paulapalooza tomorrow morning about noon. Paul's got a birthday coming up tomorrow, so
Great.
he's going to be not in great shape come Friday evening. So it depends on what Paul feels like and how we're doing. Maybe we could kick off one Saturday. Maybe we'll kick off one Saturday after the early morning games. What do you think?
Yeah, right before the
Right before the 2:30 games?
Yeah.
Jump out there and tell everybody where we were right, where we were wrong, and maybe get one before you can put a new bet. I mean, especially if you live in a place where you can actually do some online betting.
Yeah.
So,
Imagine that.
Anyway, I think we about covered it, didn't we? I think we've been on here long enough.
Looking at you, Tate Reeves.
Right at you. Hey,
Right.
Tate,
Tater tot.
do something about that. Let's reevaluate this whole
Gas
deal.
is way too high to be driving to Lula every damn day.
Ain't it? Shit. But we still do it. I mean, what do you do?
Do something.
So anyway, again, I'm Franklin. That's Paul. YouTube, Poolside Bet. Twitter, Poolside Bets.
Working on a TikTok.
So go out there. Yeah, maybe we'll do some of that Saturday. Do some celebration TikToks. What do you think? That'd be fun.
They just move their hands.
We'll figure something
Yeah,
out.
we'll get it.
We'll get my daughter to help us out.
We got plenty
All
of
right.
help.
That's Paul. I'm Franklin. We'll see you next time. Thanks for listening.